Hello guys, and welcome back. I'm back. I'm healthy as a horse, and I'm ready. I'm ready to get back up on said horse in order for us to continue some YouTubing. So, how have you guys been? It's been about 2.5 weeks, I think, since the last time we talked. Well, since I talked to you and I showed you a little bit of gameplay. So, I have absolutely no idea of what was happening in our game. I remember Germania. I remember the Christian situation. Everything is Catholic and Orthodox, so that might be a problem. I also remember us flipping over to Taoist with our last character, and I also remember us being Jurchen, which interfered with our succession laws. Since we became an absolute Khanate, we switched over to Agnatic Gavelkind, and that was pretty bad for us because it split our kingdom in two before we were able to form a Chinese imperialist administration. So, we have our work cut out for us, and I, as I'm a professional YouTuber, I have everything set up. Obviously, I'm not at all looking at my phone and setting up the timer at all or something like that. No. I'm a professional, of course. So, I have some things I would like to talk to you guys about. I go to a university to study to become a English and history teacher. I'm majoring in English, and I'm aiming for upper secondary school, so after high school, sort of. Well, it's called upper secondary school here in Europe, but it's called high school in the US, I think. So for anyone from the US watching, I'm going for the high school part. I would like to become a college teacher at one point, but that's very far in the future. I'm still only on my first year. I'm on the second term, and I'm currently doing some practical work. I'm actually out, and I'm out in a school. I'm teaching kids, which is pretty interesting. I've been doing that for 2 weeks now. I had 1 week where I observed, and then I've been planning my own lessons and teaching kids about English, and it's been very interesting. I usually had a very big problem previously with stage fright. I didn't I like just standing in front of like five people or more terrified me. Just the thought of it made me paralyzed. So that's why I wanted to push myself to become a teacher, because I wanted to get rid of that, because it's a weakness, right? Everyone should be able to stand in front of people and talk. That should not be inhibitive. So, at the first lesson, I was absolutely like terrified. I had everything planned up. I had all the lessons planned. I had a PowerPoint presentation that I showed my kids, and it was very nervous. It was a little bit stiff in the beginning, but then then it went perfectly fine. Everything went fine. I had my PowerPoint presentation. I warmed up a little bit. I got to show the kids everything I wanted to show them, and it was amazing. Because once I got past that point where I was stiff and I didn't really know how to begin, after I got past that hurdle, it just came natural. It was fantastic. It was a very good feeling. So I have 2 more weeks of practice. I have, let's see here, I think I have 6 or 7 more lessons that I have to plan. I've already planned for 3 lessons next week, and then I have another 1, another 5 lessons, I think, so I have 8 in total. But anyway, enough about that. Now you know what's been going on. I had the flu, the influenza, the big I. It was very terrible. I had like fever, hallucinations, and I couldn't physically move because the muscle pain were too much, and I was sleeping for 30 hours. It was horrible. After that, I got some kind of throat illness because it felt like swallowing glass whenever I swallowed, so I couldn't eat. And fantastically enough, did you guys know that not eating for 7 days is wonderful for losing weight? Because I lost a lot of weight. Because I couldn't eat. I was famished. Like, it was hell, actually. The only thing I could eat was fil. It's a Swedish thing. It's kind of like sour milk. It's hard to explain to people outside of Scandinavia because it's kind of disgusting, but it's actually pretty good. It's very good. It's cold. It's soft. It's a type of thick milk, sort of. It's got a lot of bacteria in it, good bacteria. So it helps. It was good. That was the only thing I ate. I ate over 7 days. I ate 3 liters of that. It was not good health-wise, but I couldn't eat anything else. It was horrible. Anyway, moving on. You are not here. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a recap of what was happening and what has happened. But now we are moving on. We are back. This is Yemen. I remember now, Yemen split into Abyssinia and Yemen, and we were trying to fix the religious situation with Hijaz because they're getting pretty big and I wanted to split them up. So we declared war on them. I think I revoked. This is the war. Revolt against the rule. Yeah, he said no when I wanted to revoke the Hijaz, but now we're fixing that. I noticed when I started up the game that Mr. Khan Arwadi Dili, our brother, who I would much rather be, he picked intrigue focus, which is pretty bad. It won't be bad if we become him, which is why I'm leading troops, because he inherits all of our land if I die. So that will be good if we die in combat. It will be bad for stability. I think this war just ends inconclusively, maybe, if we do that. But I would much rather be him, because our stats... we have good martial, because we are war-focused, and strong... Yeah, we have a 10 base martial, so that's pretty good. But the rest of our stats are mediocre. So I would much rather be this guy, 12-year-old, because he's got very, very good average stats. It's unfortunate that the AI picked intrigue focus instead of martial focus, because we really need to be strong right now. But it's probably not going to be a problem once he grows up. For example, we have 10,000 troops. We have more than 10,000 troops if we were fully reinforced, but we only have 16 martial, and our father had like 16, 12. I remember one ruler had a lot of martial. I can't remember who, but recently, because the last character we played, the one before this, he was okay, but I didn't expect him to die quite as fast as he did. He just had poor health, I guess. This guy's, since we're 19, he's got the average stats. He's a misguided warrior. He's probably gonna live forever now. Probably, even though we're gonna lead troops, we might get wounded or something, but he's probably gonna live until he's 70, just because that's how the game works. The game just doesn't want players to be happy at times, which is why if we become this guy, he's probably gonna have like super low base health stat, and he's gonna die instantly because he's a genius. There is no player bias in the game, but that's just how the game feels when you play it. So, anyway, everything is set up. I haven't touched anything of this since I started the game, but as I understand it, last time before we ended the last episode, I already fixed all of this. We can't join the Hermetic Society because we're stupid, so that's a problem. We won't get the health bonus from our universal panacea, which could help us die, I don't know. But without further ado, I think it's time to unpause. It's gonna be interesting because this guy is revolting against Abyssinia, and meanwhile Egypt is predating on the Abyssinia. So I would prefer to stop that, but I don't think I can. He's in a war for the Uai's claim on Damot, so we're gonna lose this, I think, maybe. It depends on how this rebellion works, but we're probably gonna be able to take it back, so it won't be a big problem. We'll see. There's a very large possibility that we will die on the next day, because we're gonna enter combat. We are leading the center, right? Yes, we're leading the center. We'll see. Hopefully not. I mean, I do want to become this character, but it's like a 50-50 flip. Don't really know. We'll see. I'm willing to take the chance of dying. So, I don't know what speed we had it on, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit, and we're hitting unpause. Yes, we had it on speed 4 last. And we lost the trade post here because they managed. It doesn't matter. We had a duke slain in battle, which is unfortunate because this guy is now not our religion. We're gonna have to fix that. He was Taoist before, but alas, that's just how it goes, I guess. So the goal here is to siege this guy down, and then the next goal is to, if we live, I would like to have my other kingdom back, so we're gonna press the claim on our brother. That's the next step. If they're going to Jeddah, I'm just gonna chase them and siege down with this army. This is gonna take a while, which is problematic because everything we do here we should try and do it as fast as possible, really. It's gonna help when we capture the Duke. Steward, I remember we had the reason we don't have such a very large levy is because the last character had money issues. We went super deep in debt again. It happens, you know. I've done it once before, twice maybe. So we don't earn very much money, but since we're an okay steward and we're positive on money, we're not planning to go negative. That's not good. Why are you helping him all of a sudden? Oh, he's declared war on my vassal, I see. That's not good. But it's going to be fine. We got some tech points. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit darker. I've been speaking a whole lot in school, and that's helped me a little bit because I usually have a very light-ish voice, sort of. And having spoken so many hours as I have, it's just vibrated my voice. You know how it works. They want white peace, I decline their white peace. We are sieging them down until the point where we win. Anyway, so I'm gonna be clearing my throat a lot. It's also a remnant from being sick, which will clear up in the future, hopefully. So I didn't plan so far ahead that I brought with me water, but that's probably not going to be a problem for us. There we go, we got the capital. I'm gonna take this and siege it down. More tech points, fantastic. We have a courtier who's a skilled tactician, which is interesting, I guess. How's the laws? We can't change any of these. I would like to have primogeniture, but we haven't reigned for 10 years, and we should have done that with the last character, but we didn't. We have problems because we have Muslim vassals that we have to fix. this guy out here specifically. This is gonna be a problem because we're gonna have to flip every single one of the Republicans. All the Republic needs to flip. Yes. Oh, a new order. Uh-oh. More holy orders. That's gonna be difficult for us because we're probably... No, we can't... Ah, right. I remember now. One part of... Wait. Why can we siege here? Is there something here that is not sieged? It's a trade post! Oh, I see. Okay. I was so confused. Like, we have it fully sieged. What's going on? What was I saying? Oh, right. One part about Taoism is that, as far as I know, we cannot declare holy war. Right? Cannot declare holy wars. Yes, we have to press claims and do great conquests and other things like that. We cannot, under any circumstance, declare holy war because we're not an offensive religion. Oh, we have to do this. I don't know the girl, so she can learn on her own. Now here, we probably want to have these two equaled out, so I would like to go and do that. We are fighting so well. We attacked him in the mountains with a force who were roughly equal, and we still managed to do very well. I'm impressed. Now let's move over to Halaban and re-siege this. It'll take no time at all. But we can't enforce peace on our rebellious vassal until the Arabia, who declared war, he can't have any siege tolerance. So more bad modifiers being replaced. Fantastic. Click the button. There we go. There we go. That also ends his war inconclusively. Let's lower the troops. I'm gonna move you over here because we're gonna need to either I think we're gonna have to revoke this title. Because I don't want him as my vassal. He's got way too high intrigue for that. He's a good character, but it's gonna be a problem. Anyway, you, my good sir, can have your title removed. I will revoke this title. I'm gonna revoke this title. And I'm gonna make new vassals out of that. This is this is just a continuation of last session, I think, where it's just gonna be more giving out land. It's just how it's going to be. God damn it, I shouldn't have done that yet. I forgot I should have revoked these titles as well. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be fine. Let's put you here and continue to revoke your titles. Yes. 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 Good. Now, oh, you're already answering. I'm sorry if the music is if the sound is very low. I think I have everything set on very low. There we go. I screwed up my music on my headset a little bit. I don't know if that changes anything on OBS, but now I can hear the music again. Now it's less anticlimactic. This guy has owned a lot of land. No longer. Yes, yes. 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 Here we go. I own everything. Everything there. Now this title. Revoke that. Revoke that. It's good that they're all saying yes. Now let's wait for all of that to go through. It's going to affect us pretty badly for a while. It's going to be fine. Here we go. I think that's all. Let's do this. And invite another holy man. Excellent. Grant land, Halaban. Mecca. Ooh, it's very tempting to own this province, but we won't. Let us promote a commander. I want you. Oh, you have fantastic stats. I want you to have Mecca. Make the best out of it as you can. Now this. Did you not accept yet? Let's invite another man. And oops, I did it wrong. I already had a guy in my court, apparently. Grant Cabal. Go 1, 2, 3. You are also fixed. He will probably fix his underlings. You are Muslim, so I will revoke Jeddah and Asir. Jeddah. It's just like in it's that planet in Rogue One. Star Wars movie. Yeah, I remember now. So we don't want to spend too much time doing this because we want to press for Abyssinia as soon as possible before he gets strong, especially. I really want to become him now because he's brawny, but I'm afraid that's just how it's going to be. This guy. So essentially, I want to do this as quickly as possible. Revoke everything here, fix it so we have a Taoist Duke there, and everyone under him is also Taoist. And I want to revoke this. You are Muslim. You are also Muslim because you own. Yes. Okay. And then I want to revoke this. Good. I'm probably gonna dismantle the Republic entirely and make a new Taoist Republic because that's better for us, I think. Now we have all of these. I want to revoke the city and I want to revoke the mosque. I think time's up for us for this episode. It's been 21 or 22 minutes already. But before we do anything, I want to finish this up. Come on. Do it. 1, 2. Did we have a guy in court already? We have my sister who's grown up, and you who's a church and Taoist who's pretty good at everything. That's the dynasty of China. I give up. It doesn't matter. You don't own any land or titles, which is good, so you can have a suit. Well, why does that include Jeddah? I don't want to do it like that. We'll do it differently. You can have Jeddah only. And you, my good sir with a magnificent beard, can have a suit. Good. Now let's see here. How big was the duchy here? Hijaz is pretty big. And this is the only province that hasn't been revoked yet. So we'll march our troops over there. As I said, we're moving over the time limit a little bit, but that's perfectly fine in my book and record. He's fighting off Egypt pretty well, because Egypt has also died. It's pretty interesting. Move it! Lead troops myself. I have a siege leader, so if we need to, we'll siege faster. Preferably, I don't want to need to. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Is there anything we can make up here? Nope. Arabia belongs to him, and Negev belongs to Jerusalem. So, well, what we're probably gonna do is probably give it to Mick again. That's probably what we're gonna do. Do it! Good. Gave it up. Now revoke the rest of the titles, please. Don't rebel. Thank you. More spies. I mean, more tech points. Do it. Good. Next one. I think he owns a county somewhere, which is why. Oh, he owns one of the mosques in here, which is fantastic. Here we go. Transfer vassalage of Medina. And then the last one. Here we go. Clears up one at least. Do it. You can move on up here. I'm probably gonna need you there. Well, it depends. Without title, maybe. Yes, probably gonna need you up there. Here we go. I could potentially do this off screen. Here we go. You want to be on the council, which is good. I have too many held duchies, and he wants the Duchy of Hijaz. Include all the lower titles. There we go. Now you'll never complain again. Fantastic. I will also transfer you the vassalage of Halaban, if I can. So I don't have to see it. Good. Fantastic. Okay. I will leave this for next episode. I don't want this to drag on for too long. We've already gone 27 minutes. That's 7 minutes more than I really want the episodes to be. But it's a good way for us to continue in the future. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I've been absent, but I've been sick and I've had to focus a little bit on school. So, that's just the way it is. I'll probably try to have a schedule for us in the future that I'll stick to. And hopefully I will never be as sick as I was 2 weeks ago. I thought I was gonna die, really, honestly. Anyway, as I said, thank you guys for watching and see you next time.